The more unique a place is and the more constraints that you have, the more creative you can actually be. By having an existing home that is unique and you're trying to play off that, it pushes you in a direction that you probably would not have thought of if you had a blank canvas. We had a lot of fun in trying to make the old and the new all marry together so that the end result was seamless.
I'm from the bush, I'm from Nanango, not far from where Billy was in Toowoomba. And what I wanted to do was create the country in the city. You can sit here on the veranda and really you may as well be in the bush. So that was the start and the philosophy, I think, behind it.
There was a lot of conversation about do we need an architect, because we had it pretty much in our mind what we wanted to do.
I talked to the builder and he clearly advised us to make this a really, really nice project. You'll not get what you want unless you get an architect.
If you just want to do bathrooms or kitchens, you might do that without an architect. But if you want to do it properly, you
must get an architect. So we started the search.
I was introduced to Linda and Leo through my old boss. He was more leaning towards commercial work at the time. He gave me the referral and I guess the rest of it is history. We just sort of kicked it off from there. Everybody, when they start a project, there's a lot that they want, but it's defining what are the important parts and how are we going to deliver these and present them in a practical way.
The unique ideas which fitted in with this place. I mean, we were looking at the outside, how are we going to make this look like something? Because it didn't look like much. Basically, how are we going to make this really smart and slick within the budget and within many of the timbers that we've still got there?
There's actually a lot of unique things about this property, and I think that's what I fell in love with. The original home looked like a little fibro sort of beach shack. What I loved was it was on a corner lot. Its unique shape really gave this home its unique presence, and we've just made sure to play on that. Even in the new parts of the home, we tried to preserve a lot of the character and even some of the materials and some of the elements of the old build where we could, and we actually introduced new ones to match or to complement. We're just in front of the new front gate and the gatehouse. The original home had an old chain wire fence and it didn't even have any form of entry point, so people used to walk around the back of the house. So this has been a real defining part of the project. We shuffled a few walls around internally to create this little arrival space. Coming through here into the heart of the home, we've got this nice big spacious open kitchen, which has been renovated as part of the design as well. And the openness of this kitchen then flows into this space. When Leo grew up in the house with his son, they used to play games of cricket in here. Part of the brief was to actually leave that cricket pitch in place as it had some nostalgic value. This is the most special room of the house, and we've turned it into a little bit of an upstairs master retreat. It was quite a confined space. We've tried to configure it efficiently so it feels a lot bigger than what it is. Lots of windows and lots of natural light, and that beautiful outlook into those trees. This little window here, this was just a nice little quirky design feature to create a point of difference, just like a lot of little things in this house. The clients have put a lot of effort into their landscaping over the years. It's really good because it gives the house that element of privacy, but there's special moments like that little round porthole window that really stand out. I guess along the way, the adventure sort of unfolded. I'll call it an adventure. It was actually a really fun time that I had working with Linda and Leo.
At one point, we wanted a red door. I came up with right at the last minute.
They're amazing clients. They had some really, really great, wonderful ideas, and we bounced ideas off each other, and often with me trying to make suggestions to rein things back in when things were getting a bit excitable.
He said, do you want me to do some images and we can see what the red door would look like? He went away and did that, and it looked awful. So then we knew we didn't need to do the red door.
Overall, we just worked really, really well together. One particular part of the house was the balcony upstairs. That became a little bit of a contentious point.
Don't touch my balcony became the catch cry.
We were looking to remove that at one stage just due to some budgetary constraints, which is all part of the design journey.
Billy came up with all these different ideas. We could have nearly the same effect, Linda, but it wouldn't cost as much.
In the end, Linda won that debate and the balcony stands, and I'm very glad it does because it's probably the most special room of the whole house.
There is no way this house would look the way it looks now if it wasn't for Billy. He doesn't just do the design and disappear.
Yes, definitely not.
He keeps coming back and he's there giving those good ideas and good opinions.
I think that it absolutely exceeded expectations.
He just got us. He got us.
Hard job, Linda.
It is a hard job. This house has spoiled us. It's like living in nature. It's beautiful. And all because I got my balcony.
All because, yeah.
Wouldn't be the same without my balcony.
Of course not, Linda.